There is just one game in the NHL today, so the chances were fairly low that I would have a betting pick for you. But surprise! There is one that qualifies for the exact same reasons as yesterday's betting tip. Speaking of yesterday, we all need to say a big thank you to Kevin Stenlund for scoring an empty netter with just 2 seconds left in the game. It allowed us to win our bet on the Panthers with the -1.5 puck line. Whew! That was close! I added 3 more premium picks in the National Hockey League for those of you who signed up for a membership at mjpicks.com. You can see what those wagers were on your screen right now. In total, we finished with 3 wins and 1 loss in hockey. Overall, across all sports, we have not had a day with a losing record in any of the past 7 days. We are rolling and crushing the bookies. That being said, my top NHL pick for today, Wednesday, October 25th, is the New Jersey Devils with the -1.5 puck line against Washington. Many sportsbooks have odds that vary between -105 and +103 in American format. If you are more familiar with decimal odds, that corresponds to a range between 1.95 and 2.03. I won't repeat the same explanations as yesterday, but once again, we have a team that qualifies under exactly 2 of my betting systems and whose money line exceeds +130. In that case, data from the past 4 seasons have shown clearly that we must bet against such teams. Today, the Capitals fit under the scoring drought system along with the cold team versus hot team matchup, and their money line is way above +130. For this reason, we gotta back the Devils, and I opted for the puck line because I'm not a big fan of taking super low odds. After this short break, let me provide many more arguments regarding this betting pick. I have to admit, I'm a bit worried about the fact that the Capitals have won 6 of their past 7 games in New Jersey. Still, I believe we are taking the Devils in a good spot. First, I would assume that Washington is feeling pretty deflated after yesterday's game against Toronto. Why? The Capitals lost 4-1 despite dominating the shots on goal 37-17. They played a solid game against one of the top NHL teams, but still did not even come close from winning the contest. Meanwhile, the Devils cruised to an easy 5-2 victory in Montreal. They did not need to work nearly as hard, so they might have more energy, especially in front of their home crowd against a divisional rival. Offensively speaking, we have a huge mismatch. On one side, Washington has scored an average of 1.4 goals per game. Meanwhile, the Devils have scored at least 3 goals in each of their 5 matches. Talk about a huge difference. Let's analyze how these teams did last year when playing with 0 day of rest. The last 7 times the Capitals were placed in that situation, they followed up with a 1-6 record. Meanwhile, the Devils posted a great 6-2 record under the same circumstances. The icing on the cake is this. Washington has failed to cover the puck line in each of the last 7 games on the second leg of a back-to-back. Dating back to last year, the Caps have lost their past 8 road games. Would you like one more betting trend about this game? The last 16 times the Devils faced a team with a winning record below 400, they have produced a jaw-dropping 14-2 record. In other words, they know how to take advantage of weak teams. I am receiving at least 1 email per day asking me one of the following 2 questions. Number 1, which sportsbooks do you recommend? Number 2, how much should I bet? First, a lawyer once gave me this piece of advice. Never recommend specific sports books to people. Don't promote them. I will follow that advice. However, every time I share a betting tip at mjpicks.com, I also mention where I found the best odds. That could give you some ideas. As far as how much should I bet, I made a specific 60-second video about this topic. I will post the link to that video below in the comments and also in the video's description. I'm Professor MJ. See you tomorrow, my friend.